Hey guys, so I want to do this very quick vlog style video with me just holding the camera because um, I just thought of some things and I think they're very important and they will hopefully help me in the future. I realized that for one, and these are things that I've found out about recently, it's that one is just to calm down and have patience and so forth. Obviously, you have to take action in terms of the dating scene and so forth, but um, you could run into situations, or at least I did, where you just feel very helpless. And for you, it may not be dating, it may be something else, or you feel like, you know, it'll never happen, or I'll never find someone, or man, I can't get the caliber people that I used to think I had hope that one day potentially I could meet that. I can't do it. Um, Remove those mindsets and realize that it's possible. It can happen for sure. And patience is one of those things. You always want to take action, of course, because you're not guaranteed a certain amount of time in your life. But I do think that you know, knowing your own value and knowing that hey, it's out there, and perhaps you just haven't met them, or the timing's not right, or you're not there yet, or you have other things to deal with that are of more importance right now. And to realize that, again, it's kind of a more complicated topic because at the same time, that you can be that League of Legends or World of Warcraft player who says this, and then they spend the next 10 years on their computer all day taking no action, and that's completely horrible as well. At the same time, you can be on the other extreme where you're just like you've given up and you've tried so much and so forth, and realize that it's not the end of the world. I definitely think a lot of learning on my end from again, credits to a lot of different sources. The biggest one being the Mating Grounds podcast, just instilling a lot of different perspectives and giving hope and showing you that there's so many different things that you can change about yourself, or cultivate and just gain in value in, and realizing more so that your value is already set, or not really already set, that's the wrong word, but know that you're an awesome guy, you're an awesome person, and it's okay. And for me, you tend to forget the fact that there are girls that maybe they were interested in you, but you weren't interested in them. So you should be flattered. There are people out there who like you, and perhaps you're just aiming a little bit high now, or you're not really there yet in terms of a lot of things, in terms of your own value, or how you display it, or your skills, or perhaps it's your channels of meeting people. They are not in place yet. So that's it. That's one mindset shift. And then the second one, the final one I want to talk about is how I sort of viewed and perceived things. I would approach a lot of people, women and so forth, and I came to this point where it's just like, I don't know, like if I would not even approach anymore, I wouldn't follow up or do anything because I would just feel like there'd be nothing to be said. It'd be very boring, and we would have nothing in common, or I'd just be like, I would always come in with the same stuff, like where are you from and so forth, and they just say what they were doing, how they gone about their life and so forth, and just be very boring. And it got to a point where I was not having any fun with the interaction, and it came from a very serious mindset, I guess. And so now I feel like if I could do that over again, there are obviously certain instances where I could have at least had more fun in the interaction, not really gone out to find like a best friend or soulmate or whatever, and just like realize that you could have had a lot more fun. They may not have been the most attractive girls, they may not have been the uh, your best friend or had a lot in common, but you could still find a lot of interesting stuff. You could still learn a lot about people, even if they're not the most high status, high achievers. Um, Even if they seem on the surface a bit boring and so forth, you can find a lot of interesting things about people if you just change your perspective. even the average person, you can find certain things interesting, and you can also have a lot of fun, have a lot of good times with a lot of these people. And frankly, they are kind of attractive if you just would give them a chance. So that's that, and that's a mindset shift that I think would definitely change. Because I do think it's just like that sort of stuff limits you. And yeah, that's all I gotta say for now. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Oop.